Welcome to Baatein, a place where we don't just explain business, we uncover the invisible system that shape the world around us. Every object you use has a journey, every product has a hidden story. And today we are pulling back the curtain on one of the greatest systems humanity has ever created. This is the story of supply chain management. So let's begin. As every object you own tells a story, every one of those stories begins the same way, with raw materials sitting somewhere in the ground, in a forest, in the sea, and every one of them ends the same way too, in the hands of a customer like you. Between those two moments lies an invisible network. People, decision, technology, transportation, warehouse, factories, information and money, all are working in silence, all working together. We rarely see it, we almost never think about it, but it is quietly one of the greatest achievements human beings have ever built. We call it supply chain management. It is the art and science of designing, planning, coordinating, and improving that network so customers get what they need while businesses stay efficient and profitable. Look around the room you are in right now. Pick any object, a chair, a laptop, or a phone this video is playing on. Ask yourself one question you have probably never asked before. How did this get here? Most people never ask because products just appear on a shelf at your door in your hand. It feels like magic, but it isn't a magic. It's a journey, a long one, involving hundreds, sometimes thousands of people you will never meet. So let's follow one, a pencil. The kind you would buy for 10 rupees without a second thought. The pencil starts its life as a tree, growing for years inside a managed forest. Workers cut the tree down, machines transport the logs to a mill, factory slices the wood into thin, precise slats. Meanwhile, completely separately, another supplier is mining and processing graphite, another is manufacturing paint, another is producing the rubber for the eraser, another is stamping out the small metal rings that holds it in place. All of these separate supply lines, wood, graphite, paint, rubber, metal, converged at one factory. There and only there the pencil is finally assembled, packed, loaded onto a truck, driven to a warehouse, distributed to a wholesaler, delivered to your local shop. Then finally you walk in and you buy it. One pencil, 10 rupees, hundreds of people, multiple companies, possibly several countries, thousands of kilometers of travel. For an object, you will lose down the back of your drawer within a month. So the biggest misconception here is the misconception almost everyone carries without realizing it. A company makes its product. No, it does not alone. No company builds a car alone. No company builds a phone alone. No company builds a laptop alone. Every modern company you can name is standing on top of thousands of other companies, suppliers of supplier that most customer will never see and never hear of. Business at the scale we practice it today isn't really about manufacturing, it's about coordination. Companies don't make products, they assemble value. That coordination across companies, continent, and currency has a name: supply chain. Now picture this. One single supplier, just one, runs late. Then what will happen? The factory waits. The workers wait. The machines sit idle. The customer expecting delivery waits too. And money, which only moves when goods move, stop flowing. One small delay in one small factory in one distant country can bring $1 billion company to a standstill. You don't need to imagine this, it's already happened on a global scale during COVID-19. Factories still had their workers, customers still had their money ready to spend, machines were fully operational, but the part could not arrive. So production stopped, not because anyone forgot how to build anything, but because the supply chains connecting them had broken. That single event taught the entire world a lesson that supply chain professionals had known for decades. A business is only as strong as its weakest, most invisible link. To understand why this field exists at all, go back a few generations. Businesses used to be small and local. A village blacksmith was a tool for people who lived down the street. His materials came from nearby mine or nearby merchant. Transportation meant walking or a cart or a short ride. Nothing needed elaborate planning because nothing traveled far. That world is gone. Today, a single smartphone can involve components sourced from more than 40 countries, thousands of suppliers, millions of individual parts, moving through a chain of ships, ports, airport, warehouse, software system, banks and governments. The right place. All of it timed to arrive in the right place in right order. Without deliberate coordination, modern civilization as we currently live it simply cannot function. Supply chain management exists to answer one question and one question only. How do we coordinate thousands of people across the entire planet so the right product reaches the right customer at the right time, at the right cost? The next time you hold a pencil, a phone, or even cup of coffee, remember you aren't just holding a product, you're holding the result of thousands of people, countless decisions, and the invisible network spanning the entire world. So that is the true power of supply chain management. And this is just the beginning. If you enjoyed this deep dive, like the video, subscribe to Zenric Baatein, and turn on the notification so you don't miss the next chapter. Until the next time, keep asking the question most people never think to ask. This is Zenric Baatein. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.